Welcome to this video where I'll be covering a 700 LP challenger Janna on EU West who has been absolutely smurfing it up with a 62% win rate. I'll talk about Enchanter support tips and tricks in general. This is not going to be just the Janna video. So if you play other champions like Lulu or Nami, stick around because you will learn a lot from this one. So into the game we can see we're playing Draven Janna versus Kai'Sa Nautilus. The first thing you need to identify when you're playing Enchanter is level 1 you have a big range advantage. Draven just trolled the lane, he just walked up ahead of minions and got hooked by the Nautilus. This is something you do not want to be doing in these kind of lanes. Pay attention to how Janna is constantly trying to poke this Nautilus down level 1, because once that hook is gone he's absolutely useless. And again, Draven is absolutely trolling the lane. The best thing you can do is not troll with him and not end up giving over 2 kills instead of just 1. Gonna take a recall right here because if they stay in the lane they're gonna be doomed. Enemy's gonna hit 2 first and we would not be able to fight. If we do stay we'll probably get dove, and with our huge health disadvantage we would not be able to fight them anyway. Draven being 20% means the lane is basically over, so we need to cut our losses and get back into lane full health and try again. Janna's recall was cancelled by the Nautilus threat. As you can see here, she's just going to stay safe behind minions and try pick up any last hits that she can. So even though they had to recall this early, or at least the Draven did, they're not going to be missing much XP or gold because Janna's catching the portion here and then Draven's back here now already to catch his own portion. Seeing how Zac is bot side, he could look for a gank on our lane, but the enemy team might just take a cheater recall because they've just completely walked away. So this could be a good idea to go roam with the Zac and look for that Scuttle Crab. So one thing you can learn already from this Janna's gameplay is that when you want to do something, whether it be place vision or clear vision, you need to be certain that no enemies are around or you have your team with you to back you up. Here we've just spotted Nautilus. With Zac we can fight a 3v2 here and it would be very favorable for us. Tornadoes the Nautilus to look for the setup, but he just hooks away. Top lane getting solo killed. We got forced back to base level 1. This game is looking like a disaster right now. But never lose hope. You can always win on enchanters. So wave is going to crash soon here. And in this kind of position, you want to be looking for a poke. When you're playing Janna, Nami, Lulu, whatever it is, you need to try find safe poke. So you gotta be behind minions against hook champions like Nautilus, and when the wave starts getting thinned, you gotta leave. And being able to bully the enemy like this over and over makes it so they can't engage. Nautilus just running straight in on Draven, very strange there. Through the minions. But as you can see from Janna's positioning this whole lane, she's always out of range of this Nautilus's hook, or she's behind a minion so he can't hook through it to hit her. You need to be able to respect hooks like this, hook champions. So anyway, looking for a recall here, gets cancelled. Nautilus is looking to cancel as well. Gotta keep safe when you're trying to recall. Run as far away as you can. Versus champions that try to stop your recall like this. Finally back to base now. This Janna player always opts in for a Dark Seal and boots. This Janna is very aggressive when she is able to be. Just by looking at her rune page and her build you can see this Janna is always trying to dish out some damage. So another thing you should understand when you're playing Enchanter supports is that your role is to keep everyone on your team alive. Because if no one on your team can die, how can you lose the fights? If you win every fight, you will be winning the game. So it's critical that you're not the one who's getting picked off on your team over and over before a fight happens. And make sure you're setting up the minions for your ADC like this under the tower. You can see here she's trying to set up a bit of a freeze. Because they're trying to just stay safe at that tower. If they're playing under tower with full health, Nautilus won't be able to hook them. There won't be any kill pressure. Although the way I see it is with Zac pathing down towards bot lane. This lane should have gone way differently, where Draven and Janna are shoving them in over and over, and they are constantly applying poke. But here you can see Draven's farming safely under tower. Janna's looking for a roam. A play is happening with the jungler, and here she is just showing up to back up her team. Wave is looking very bad for the Draven now, so it's gonna be time to return to lane, and you've got to be able to identify this. And again, Janna's just running around, and I really don't like this because I do not see any reason for her to run around like this when the wave is so bad bottom lane, because she's just denying her ADC. Here comes Nautilus trying to find a fight, doing the best you can to peel. Nautilus has no hook. They can just play to kite him now. There's nothing to be afraid of. You've got to be able to figure this out. When the enemy is on cooldown, as the Enchanter, you can just perma kite them. And you can see, picks up a kill there, looking for the second one on Kai'Sa there, and ooh, just gets bursted. Almost looked like a trade, but this is very good for the bot lane now. Here we can see action is happening in the top lane. Draven is recalling. There's no reason to run to bot lane, so you need to be able to identify this as a good roam timer. Backing up the team, turning this fight around into a numbers advantage that you guys can win. This is how you can have crazy amount of impact on Enchanter support. So here you can see they're fighting 3v3. Janna's coming in. It's going to turn into a 4v3, except Kali just died going in 1 versus 2. But here you can see playing it perfectly. Double tornado there, keeping the Lucian alive. Zac with the huge Q on both players. And look at this, she's just going to run Viego down. There's no escape for him. There's nothing to be afraid of. If he tries to kill her, she can just walk away. And just like that, turns around a 3v3 fight and having a huge impact on the game, even when the lane went so poorly so far. Draven getting dove there. Oh my god, if he just auto-attacked that Nautilus one time, the Kai'Sa's so low as well. But we can take a look at the map here, nothing to do. So that's the cue to just return back to bot lane and wait for the ADC. So just waiting patiently for the Draven to return here, not screwing up the wave. Now that he's back, she's going to help push this in because it's in a terrible state. They want to crash this, and then she's probably going to look for a roam to the mid lane here. You always need to be thinking ahead. What's the next move? What's the next play? What are you going to be doing 15, 20, 30 seconds in the future? So you can see they got the prio here. Crab is up. Zac is around. Will they look to contest? Nautilus is missing. One thing to keep in mind. Here he comes. And Zac just farming away on his red buff there. And look how safe Janna is playing this. Evelyn's probably around, she thinks. And there she is. Absolutely beautiful ulti split for the fight there. Turning it into an isolated fight on Kai'Sa. Here comes Zac. Counter gank coming in. Baiting absolutely everything. Oh my god, will Janna even survive this with the ignite and shield? And she survives. And look, she's not afraid. She's still walking towards the team to shield them and provide some more CC. So just absolutely beautifully played by the Janna player there. And really good read. This will open up the dragon if they wanted, but it's a bit early with death timers being so low. So now with nothing to do in the bottom lane, need to look for something else on the map. Is there a roam available? Top lane looks possible. Zac is around, but it looks like Draven is returning to his bot lane, so we might move there soon after we catch and hold this wave for Lucian. So you see, your role is always to be supporting your teammates. That's the point of the role, support. And as you can see here, Janna is doing the most to support her teammates. With the peel, with the catching waves, with trying to freeze waves. And here you can see she's hovering the Draven out of vision, maybe trying to bait a dive. And he finds it a little bit of an engage there. Uh-oh, 4 people bot lane. Here comes a TP from our team. Evelyn getting ulted out by Callista. Can they turn this one around? Just keep your eyes on Janna. Look how she's playing this. Peeling, CCing, and she's safe the whole time. Now they're looking for the chase now because Zac is coming up from behind. She's trying to bait a fight here. Tornado behind herself if Nautilus hooks so she can cancel it. There it goes. Still looking to bait. Still have a health bar to play with. Another TP coming in from the enemy team. This must be Viego this time around. And crazy action going down on the bottom lane. Just keep your eyes on Janna. Look how she's at the very back of the fight. She's just peeling. Look how she's creating these isolated fights in these skirmishes. Ap0calypse also following up TP there. Another kill picked up. Jeez, this was like a full-blown 5v5 down in the bottom lane. But just because of how well Janna played this, they managed to survive, the team could arrive, and now they've completely turned the game around. Look at Draven, 7-2-1. All because of what Janna has been doing so far. She turned that 3v3 around top lane earlier, which has allowed her mid lane and top lane and jungle to actually get even again, even though they were losing their lanes. And now they've just completely turned it around. So again, looking for the roam when Draven is not in lane and he's in his base. If there's no roam available, then you return with the Draven. This is how you want to be approaching your games on any Enchanter. So you can see fight breaking out here, 2v2 in the mid lane. Janna's moving to try help out. It looks like this one's over, so she could just return back to the Draven or try catch that mid wave alone. Gets found out by the Nautilus, she's just going to walk away from this one. Back to the Draven to safety. Tornado towards her as she's walking away. And just staying alive. Enemy team is following. Janna does have ulti and whirlwind and tornado. Here she is. Tornado again. Hits a double knock up there. Absolutely baited them with the ward. 200 IQ move. Absolutely there. Oh my goodness. Finds a kill there. Nearly finds two because of that play. And they'll be able to just break this tower now. And here Draven wants to push the wave. We're behind him. We're supporting. We're peeling. Looking to put some vision down. Have no wards. Clear out some vision. Look for the enemy camps because they're all dead. Well, the Nautilus is dead and they're not around. And again, thinking, what's the next move? Do I go mid? Do I go bot? Do I go top? You can see the actions happening top lane. Running straight to top lane. And Draven is coming with us as well. So now you've got to be able to identify as well who's the win con on our team at this stage when laning phase is over. And you've got to peel them. Gets caught out by Evelyn there. A little bit of a slow reaction. Does manage to survive with the ulti there. And Lucian gets to pick that one up because of that huge bait by Janna. That was a bit accidental. Looks like they'll be able to just pick up the Herald from this. And look for the dragon and potentially that mid tower there. And top tower of Ap0calypse. After everything happens here. Wonder if Ap0calypse will be able to actually escape that. But as you can see here, she's just going to sit around her win con now. And Ap0calypse does make it out there, actually, you can see on the map. But here you can see again. Janna, Draven 723, she sees this. She's like, this is my win con. I'm going to protect my win con. I'm going to play around him. So just take a note at the positioning again. At the back of the team, shielding, slowing, tornado, ulti people away to keep the carries alive. Draven looking for a very aggressive play there with this huge bounty. Definitely don't think that was worth trading both sums there for the Evelyn ulti. Overplaying that a bit. But at least they'll be able to secure that dragon for sure. And Draven walking alone. They're walking split here. I do not like this. But the enemy team isn't exactly around to do anything about it. Looks like the team just does not want to get that dragon. Lucian somehow died somewhere. I didn't actually catch that. And here you can see fights breaking out. This is bad because Lucian's not here yet. So look at how Janna's playing this. She's being very safe. Ulti away the threats. Tornado looking for peeling the Draven. Evelyn chasing us, doing our best to survive. Flash away. Removing the enemy jungler from the fight is huge. Because your team is fighting a 4v4 without support and they're fighting without jungler. Who carries the game? Just think about it. So it automatically makes the fight favorable. But as you can see there, kept her Draven alive long enough for him to do the damage. And then everyone else came in and swept in and ran over that fight. Really nicely played. And now just watch this Janna player, how she's just permanently around Draven because he's the win con. Notice how she only ever wards when her team is there or she knows none of the enemy team is there. And she's always behind her team. to make sure she can peel them and keep them alive. Chasing the Viego here. There's no threat to Draven. Just looking to support. And again, let's return back to the win con. Where is Draven? I need to peel him. If he's alive and he does damage and he can't die, we win. And as you can see, speeds him up there. Trying to find that Kai'Sa there. Chasing, chasing, chasing. Evelynn is top. Might be a bit over eager now. Kai'Sa does flash away. I would not want to keep chasing this because the team is not around. They do find the pick, but they should really back off now. Draven getting very greedy, looking for Kalista now. Does not find that kill, and he gets punished for being way too greedy. And you can see Janna knows that this guy is trolling and is just playing away from him. Unfortunately, does get caught out by the Evelynn there. Not even the ulti could save her. But you've got to understand, you need to shot call your players as well. If they're doing something bad, you need to ping them so they stop doing it. But at least it looks like the team does win a Baron fight and picks it up for the team. Because of Draven's misplay there, turned into the enemy's misplay. Looking for a base here. Has the full camp tank Putrefier now. To deal with the Kalista, Viego healing. Essentially bloodline on Kai'Sa. And again, where's Draven? Gotta go get to Draven. Gotta go peel him. Here she is. Speed up, trying to find more kills. Draven. Jesus, that damage. Evelynn showing up here. Ulti to try save yourself, but just a bit out of position there, ultimately. Waiting for the respawn here. And just permanently grouping up with the team. Our team's dead, so that dragon's just gone. There's no way we can provide any vision. The best thing you can do in situations like this is just do not die if your team's dead. Because what are you going to achieve as a support player by yourself? You've got to play with the team. So you can see playing very passively until the team returns onto the map. And now with Draven, now they're pushing all into the enemy jungle together to get vision. This Janna player does not just run in by herself. You know, you probably do this in a lot of your games where you walk into Fog of War, then you die and you're like, what happened? And then you lost the game and it's like, why did I lose? You've got to play with the team. As you can see, this Janna has been doing all game. You have a Soul win con coming up soon. You have 3 dragons. Maybe they'll be able to just force a 5v5 somewhere though, while they are ahead. 4k gold lead. As long as Draven's alive and he does the damage. Oh, Evelynn trying to find a flank there, gets spotted out. Kind of looks like they're trying to gift the game away now. They find that pick and now they can just go force a 5v4 somewhere. Get that mid inhib, try to push for those Nexus towers while they have numbers. And just pay attention to Janna. The positioning and how she just peels. So you can see shielding that Draven. Prepping these tornadoes. Trying to find some prediction plays. Finds that huge prediction on the Viego. Ulting to keep everyone alive. Shielding Draven as always. And just like that, it looks like they're gonna close the game. So as you can see, Enchanter support, there's a crazy amount of impact you can have in your games, even if the lane goes bad. So don't be losing hope in your games. You gotta understand, maybe not every game is winnable, but if you're playing in lower elos, basically every game is winnable. If you just keep good mental and stay diligent with your peeling, the enemy team will make mistakes, as you saw in this game. And you know, they just made a huge comeback just like that after that absolute disaster level 1. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you want more of this, let me know. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again.